Comes using a clutch. Most people think you need to take the clutch all the way to the floor while shifting. That is not true. You have 1.25 free play on most clutches. You're going just past the free play is all the clutch you need to engage to do the shifting, which if you look will equal your brake pedal. But when you are shifting, that is what you got to get used to, is only going just past where it gets hard, whether you're single clutching or double clutching. Comes to shifting, you're clutching. If you're doing a double clutch, it's tap, neutral, tapping gear, and you want to try and smoothen that out. But remember, on your clutch, you're only going just past the free play, which is equaling to your brake pedal. Your range selector button, which I just changed, is also known as a pre-select button. You select it, then make your change, because it only changes into neutral. When you're doing your downshift, you're slowing yourself down to 900 RPM. It is only a single tap down, so slow yourself down to 900 RPM, do a tap, bring your RPM up 1400, put into gear. Put your range selector down, also known as a pre-select, then change your gear. And if you don't have time to shift all the way down, you can stop in any gear and then just get yourself set to go. When you are shifting a 13 speed or an 18 speed, you want to make sure you always try to get both hands back on the window. Your range selector, or known as a pre-select, is up from 4th gear, go to 5th gear. When you need to use your overdrive or direct, you're going to flip your button forward, back off your gas, let it go in. If the RPM doesn't drop, then you need to tap your clutch. To change gears with it, there's two ways of doing it. One, if you hold your hand for a second, then you can make that shift. The other way is make the shift and then flip the button back. Again, flip the button forward, overdrive, back off, let it go into gear. The directed overdrive switch is also known as high and low range in some circles, so you want to make sure you understand the terminology of both. Politically correct is overdrive and direct. But the other way to do it is do your shift, go to your direct, and then step on your gas, which eliminates a lot of your grinding, because you don't want to be doing a lot of grinding on your road tests. When you are driving and you go to single clutch, it's only a slight tap. Again, you have 1.25 free play of your clutch. You're going just past the free play, which basically equals your brake pedal. When you use your range selector, select it up, you go from 4 to 5. If you're going to use your direct and overdrive, bring your RPM up, put it in direct or overdrive, and then take your foot off the gas. When you go to downshift, again, you're slowing yourself down, put yourself into direct, step on your gas right away, which will change it back to your main gears. When you're shifting and you decide you want to shift without the clutch, bring your RPM up, keep pressure on the gas a little bit until you get it out of gear, and then RPM it back into gear. One of the things about driving with no clutch is that you have to be careful of is that on a road test, if you're driving with no clutch and you're doing a lot of grinding or force fitting the gears, they will mark you 10 times harder. That's why it is recommended to either single clutch or double clutch, up and or down, instead of not using the clutch. You need to understand how to use a clutch before you actually drive without. So when it comes to downshifting, you want to make sure you're slowing down to 900 RPM in this case, because it's progressive shifting. Tap, rev, up 1400, put back into gear. Again, let the truck do a lot of the work for you on your higher gears. If you need to, you're going to use your clutch. Again, tap, bring your RPM up steady, and drop it into gear. And you want to plan to shift down all the way. If you make it all the way, you do. If you don't, that's fine. Stop in the gear that you make it down to. And when you try to force fit the gears, you do a lot of jumping. And so never gamble. If you're not sure you have room to stop, make sure that you are stopping in the gear and get yourself ready to go.